YouTube, 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 YouTube. Hey, what's going on, guys? What's going on? It's Wednesday, 4:33. Here we are. Wait, how's that lighting? Ooh, a little bit brighter for you guys there. How's everybody doing? Let it roll in here a little bit. Let everybody figure out they want to come hang out for a little bit. So, I got some stuff to talk about. I'm going to let people get in here a little bit. Once we get about 30 to 50 people in here, I'll kind of go over it a little bit. Angel Go, what's going on? Aaron Loya, what's going on? Thanks for hanging out. Robert Scheidler, what's going on? Resonant, yo, let's go, Brandon, what's up? Burgoyne's Beer Belly, what's going on with a beer? What's up, bud? Danny Yerk in the house. Ronan Unleashed, what's up? You guys, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. Dylan's Riser, Francis Callahan, what's going on? Yo, performance enhancing pancakes. Ed Bedrosian, Ed in the house. Ed is currently touring the United States with Lachlan Adair. Attaboy, Ed. Queefer Sutherland says, Big D, what up? Gabriel Fish, like the stream, everyone. Yeah, like the stream, everyone. What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming through. Tex Prana in the house. LOL, Frank, what's up? Okay, whatever. We got 28 people in here, 15 likes. Okay, so I don't know. I'm waiting. I will know within the next couple hours, right? Looking saucy. Looking saucy? Are you trying to say I want some kind of sauce? This is hard work and dedication and saying your prayers every night and going to the gym every day. Yo, looks like you're about to do a spray and pray on that thumbnail picture. What did you do, my brother, on the first line? Okay, so yesterday I got a cough. A cough. And it just started randomly, and I was like, oh no. And it kind of went all day. It wasn't super bad, but I kept coughing all day. And it was like a little bit deeper. And started pounding like vitamin C, like cough drops and tablets and stuff. And then I was like, okay. I went to the gym. I felt okay, but at the gym last night, I felt a little bit weak. Like a little bit. Not like as if I was completely sick, but like a little bit weak. So I was like, well, let me see how I feel in the morning when I wake up. I woke up and the cough was a little bit deeper. I had some phlegm coming up this morning. Oh, no. So, but I haven't been coughing too much since today. Now, I was like, oh, no, I can't get coronavirus. I already had it, right? I can't get it again. No. So I started looking up. I called the place where I usually get COVID tested at, when I had to travel and stuff like that. And they're booked for 3 days out. That's what it said online. I was like, no way. I called the place to get a hold of the girl. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Can I come down and get a test? And she's like, I have 100 people in the lobby and waiting right now. We're scheduling tests for 3 days out. And I was like, all right. So I start looking around. Can't get a hold of any place. Every place is packed. Not taking appointments right now. They're just crazy packed. So I was like, okay, natural. Let me go get an at-home test. I was go pick up one of those at-home tests. Sold out. Every place sold out. Can't find an at-home test anywhere. So I was venting to my mom like 30 minutes ago. And she's like, oh, I have one of those at-home tests here. I bought it a couple months ago. I have one. I'll bring it down. So mom to the rescue is bringing me an at-home test. She says she'll be here in about an hour and a half to drop it off. So we will know. Dude. Like there's a couple reasons, things going on. So there's a big practice on Sunday, but technically the CDC says that you're supposed to self-quarantine for 5 days now, right? Well, I started getting sick yesterday. So I'll start yesterday. I started the symptoms yesterday, right? So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So that means on Sunday, I could still come to the practice if I had COVID. Technically, according to the CDC. But I would play it by ear. If I do have it and I'm like dying on Saturday and hacking up a lung, like I still won't come to practice. But they say 5 days. Anyway, but so that's for that big practice where Michael and everybody's coming out. They're flying out here for the big super matches. Either way, super matches, everything's going down, regardless of if or not. But yeah, I'm worried I might have COVID. I hope to go. But more like that's important to me. But more important to that is like I don't want to take a week off and lose weight. And so I've been training so hard for the Tim Bresnan match. I can't have COVID right now. There's just no way. There's no way. And like Tim, the whole thing with Tim and Prudnick is that Prudnick kept getting COVID, and that's why Tim's matches with Prudnick were canceled, supposedly. I can't. There's no way I get COVID, and I have to tell Tim, oh, hey, I had COVID. Although, screw that. My match is until the 29th. I will be way over COVID by then. But still, I don't want to sacrifice a week and a half of training and like lose weight and lose these gains, man. I've been getting jacked. Come on. This is not the time to have COVID. Anyway, so that's the big news. The maybe big news. I'll update my YouTube channel and Facebook and everything with the results of the test. But yeah, so you guys just watch for a little update. I'll put it out there in a few hours. All right, let's scroll up, see if anybody said anything besides, oh no. Veronica Knight, what's going on? Locking shut down. Damn, the shoulders popping. Hey, Derek, remember Matt's brother, Michael. Rona, can you get Rona twice? COVID, my son got it. You better not have the Rona. Hit the treadmill and burn it out of you, says Lucky 7. I'm down, dude. Like last time I got COVID, it hit me hard. I had all the symptoms besides a deep cough. Like I had a cough and stuff, but it was like all kind of higher. It was like more of a itchy throat type of thing, but I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell, no energy, muscle aches, I had everything. So it hit me pretty hard last time. Ronan says, my son is literally in the hospital dying right now, and I'm using this to distract myself. They had to incubate him and put him in a self-induced coma. Ronan, I'm really sorry to hear that, brother. Damn. That's crazy, man. Please let me know how it pans out. And yeah, I'll keep in my thoughts, as will everybody else in this chat. Dude, sorry to hear that, man. That's rough. Burgoyne's Bill Belly says, munch on some raw garlic and honey. Oh, what? Be careful, fellas. Derek has COVID. Okay, I'm at home with COVID right now, so you're good, says Spencer. Mika, yo, Derek, I got it too. Everyone got it, but don't worry. This one's super weak, but yeah, you'll have to quarantine at least a week. Ugh. Society is canceled. Mike says you should just come out anyway. No one cares on Sunday. Jeez, dude, hope your son is. Oh yeah, dude, that's crazy, Ronan. I can't imagine, dude. I mean, I'm a father too, so I can't. I don't, dude. That's crazy, and I'm so sorry to hear that. If I get into it right now, I'm gonna get really depressed right now on stream. I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to. Please let me know how that works out though. But seriously, like private message me. Yeah, dude, that's wild, Ronan. I'm so sorry. All right, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm really sorry to hear that, man. Damn. Okay. Arm Wrestling Strongman fan says, it's obvious the variants are everywhere now. That's how a virus evolves. I'm unvaccinated, but says no dice. I haven't got vaccinated. I don't really have a stance against it. I just hadn't done it. I was kind of just waiting until I needed one to travel. I wanted people to let them try it out on people first and see how, and fix all the bugs. And then I was going to get one. I don't really have any crazy stance against it though. Let's see. So Mike says, so it's supposedly worse for people who do steroids. So you're good there. Oh, great. Are you double or triple vaccinated? Not. UG Safe Guys is no joke. Levon Gasparini says, best regards, Ronan. Sorry. Desperation Pancake in here. I said maybe I might have COVID. I'm waiting. I'm having a COVID test brought to me right now. At home one that someone had. So then I should know in a couple hours. I still need to go live on 4:30 though. At 4:30. No, Ronan. Don't worry about the mood, man. I just, You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't, if my daughter, I can't even, I don't, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's rough. Paul and Trump says, hi, Derek. Any idea why Travis is complaining about Devon being the top guy in North America, even after he has beat all the top guys? I think Travis is just trying to stir the pot. That's what he does. He has a match coming up left-handed against Brandon Alcesor this Saturday in a couple days. I think he's just trying to stir the pot and get people talking about him again. That's what Travis does, right? So I don't know. I mean, Travis hasn't been around for a while, like in terms of being a competitor. So I mean, I wouldn't read too much into it. I think he's just talking to talk. Fat Chicks Love You says, what do you think of Levan giving Tim Breslin the edge in your matchup? Looks like Tim might finally not be the underdog. Yeah, see, everybody's rooting for Tim. Yeah, Levan, I thought we were homies, man. What's up, Levan? I thought we were friends. We hung out. We were boys. We went out to dinner together, man. It's messed up, Levan. But to be fair, when I was out there with Levan and we gripped up, we messed around, I was so weak and like out of shape. I mean, I can't blame him for thinking I would get destroyed. Let's see. Gabriel Young says, how you feeling this morning? Missed the beginning of the stream. Better? Yeah, I don't know. I have a test coming right now, Gabe. So I should know in a couple hours if I have the COVID. XRP, boom. What's up, bud? Says, Derek, how's your home gym set up? Are you able to train hard from home? I have a whole home gym outside. So when I moved here, I don't know if you guys remember, I had to move, and that's why I didn't go to Arm Wars and stuff. When I moved to this little tiny apartment, I had an entire gym in my garage, like adjustable pulley system, a half table, a bench, lat pull down machine. I kind of got most of the things I would need, a bunch of curl bars and weights. But this tiny apartment I moved into, there's nowhere to put it. So we took a bunch of tarps, we wrapped it, we put all the stuff, we laid down a tarp on the floor outside because I have a big concrete slab in front of my apartment, laid down a tarp, and then put all the stuff on the tarp, wrapped up a tarp, got another tarp over the top of it, and then just bungee corded the crap out of it. So it's covered from the elements, but all my gym stuff is outside, just tarped up. So if I needed to, if I had to, I could get a hold of some of it. Let's see. Derek was asking about you last night. Hey, Derek, how much time more when you are the top guy and facing people like Levan? Says Pawan. Sorry, I don't want to mispronounce your name, man. Pawan Sharma. Okay, so you know what? Actually, I was thinking about making that the main topic of the stream. Not specifically that, but kind of like what he's talking about. Last night I was talking to some of the guys on Discord, like we do. If you guys aren't on Discord, join. One of my moderators will share a link to the Discord right now in the chat. You guys join up to our Discord channel and hang out with us. Anyway, so we're in there talking all the time. But we were talking last night, and it's just, as the sport gets bigger, it's inevitable that guys like me, built like me, and like Alex Kerdecha and them are going to come into the woodworks. The future of the super heavyweight category is going to be gigantic dudes. It's going to be big dudes. So it won't be dudes who were normal sized guys who just took a bunch of steroids and then got there. Like if you, by default in that class, eventually, if you don't have a giant hand, if you don't have a long arm, or it doesn't not necessarily height, but it's going to be people that are standard, that were born to be super heavyweights, that are like super heavyweights by their God-given, abilities and genetics. Those are going to be, that's the future of the super heavyweight category. Like it is, right? And as the sport gets bigger, more and more freaks are going to join up. And then you take, those freaks and you add the amount of steroids that they'll probably end up taking, like it's the level of the super heavyweight category is going to get wild. It's just, it has to, right? As the sport evolves, it's going to get done. I mean, so will every category, but if we're talking about normal sized guys who take stuff, get really big and are competitive in the super heavyweight category, I believe that stops in a few years. I believe that's not a thing in a few years. So I thought about that for a long time. I mean, there's not a lot of big guys like, but your Brian Shaws, your Hafthor, they're coming, right? They're coming. They'll be joining, not specifically Hafthor and Brian Shaw, but I mean, people like that, right? Your your giant dudes that are just going to have massive hands. Like your Shaq. Imagine if Shaq chose arm wrestling over basketball. Like things like that is going to start happening as the sport gets bigger. So we'll see. I'm excited to see what happens. Now, in regards to going after Levan, you guys, I've been saying, I said it publicly a few times now, if I destroy Tim Bresnan, if I have my match with Tim Bresnan and it's just like it's not even close. Like we shouldn't. It looks like if it looks like me and Tom Nelson, Tom, I still love you. But if it looks like that match, right, where I just kind of walk through it a little bit, then I want to go for Dave Chaffee. If I destroy Tim Bresnan, I want to go for Dave Chaffee because I feel like prepping for Dave, I would be the biggest strong. If you guys want to see a 400-pound Derek, that's the match where you'll see a 400-pound Derek, right? You know what I mean? Like that, a Dave Chaffee match. And then also if you beat Dave or if you have something for Dave, then your strength level is elite. Now I know Levan beat him. I know. But I'm saying in pure horsepower and raw strength, like I think Dave is only second to Levan. Like still, even though Levan destroyed him. So like I think that's the biggest checklist I can do in terms of like strength on North American soil would be to go after Dave. Also, if I beat Tim, Tim's ranked 4th. That means I'd be ranked 4th, and Dave's ranked 3rd. So that's a natural step anyway. But I would be looking at Dave Chaffee if I destroy Tim somehow. Now, if me and Tim have close matches, we're back and forth. So back on your topic, so if I beat Dave or if I beat Tim, then I have a match with Dave. Say that goes well, I beat Dave. Then I don't know. Then I go after some other top level guy in the world. And so it could be, man, fastest time I'd be ready for Levan. Assuming everything went perfect. I destroy Tim, destroy Dave, everything's going perfect. Fastest would be a year, a little more than a year and a half. Fastest. Slowest, right? Because I plan to get there. Guys, like I said, unless I die or my arm is not working anymore for some reason, unless that happens, then slowest, I would say 2 to 3 years. Fastest, year and a half. Slowest, year to year and a half. Slowest 2 to 3 years until I'm ready to make a run at Levan in my head. Okay, there we go. So, where are we at? I still can't believe Derek thinks he can beat both Michael and Devon at the same time. Alex, there you are. What's up, bud? Riley, where have you been? Like, where have you been, Riley? A pretty highly regarded doctor said that you cannot get COVID twice, and I kind of agree with him. The second time I got it, it was literally nothing. Okay, yeah. Hopefully, I just breeze through this if I do have it. My name is Dallas Quarles on Facebook. If anybody cares to know, I just believe in the power of prayer. So friend me if you want, and definitely let you know how it turns out, Derek. Thanks, man. The JRE doc. Okay, enough to. When are you dropping a diss track on Tim? Okay. On that topic, I got the beat, guys. I had the beat sent to me, and I've been just procrastinating and doing things, and I just haven't been working on it. Don't tell Damien, the guy that made the beat for me. Don't tell him. But I was thinking I was going to make a song about being a practice champion, right? I was going to make a song called like Practice Champion. Like literally that was going to be the song. And it was going to have cool highlights of like, it was going to be like a joke song about how practice wins me and everything. And it was going to have clips of me pinning, because I pinned everybody in practice. I pinned Devon, Michael Todd, John. I have pins on everyone. So I was going to be a funny video. And then I was going to get a chance to feature on it. So I was going to have Chance in there showing his practice wins on like Jerry and stuff. It was really, really funny video of me and Chance rapping about practice wins. But time is crunching down. And I was told by somebody I respect a lot, wow, you should really make, a while ago, I was told you should make diss tracks for each one of your super matches. The last one, I talk crap about Tom. Now, the thing is, Tim is the man, and I have so much respect for Tim. So it won't be like serious, but I'm thinking I got the beat ready. I just have to write the lyrics. Let's see. We'll see. I think that'd be funny if that's my thing. Every super match, if you have a super match with Derek, he's going to write a diss track about you. I think that would be an awesome, thing about me, I guess. I think it'd be cool to do if I was just that guy. Let's see. Hey, Derek, there was a photo from Facebook where Devon won a tournament in which people in which he beat people like Lupke's, and he said he was natural there. Just a secret between you and me. Was he natural? A secret? Make sure nobody else is listening. All right, everybody else, earmuffs. Pawan. I have no idea. I have no idea. GA says, if you're unvaxxed but already had COVID, it's helpful. The vast majority of cases in your age group are mild, even more so with Omicron. Your youth and condition give you good odds. My youth! You hear that? Woo! I'm youthful. I need to go. Well, the sun's already gone today, but I need to go sit in the sun. Okay, let's see. Ooh, $5 super chat from Arm Wrestling Planet. $5 super chat from Arm Wrestling Planet. First super chat of the day, ETN Wait. Thank you so much for the super chat, my man. If you guys, one of my moderators, please plug ETN's YouTube channel into the chat. This Arm Wrestling Planet, that's the guy, the biker arm wrestler on TikTok, right? The one that wears the motorcycle helmet when he arm wrestles. That's Arm Wrestling Planet. So he's on my team. That's ETN. He's just a punk kid, really. You know, I don't really have anything good to say about him. He's just some punk kid that kind of hangs around. We couldn't get rid of him. Tried, and he came back. So no. ET's my boy. He's actually really strong, you guys. Give him a follow on YouTube and on TikTok and stuff. He's always posting content. He's actually going to be the captain of Alpha Empire. My team's called Alpha Empire, and we have little breakoffs in each direction of my team. So he'll actually be the captain of Alpha Empire East, which is out in the desert by like Palm Springs and Palm Desert and stuff. There's a little team building over there. And so ET would be the man for that one. So yeah, captain of Alpha Empire East. Sorry, I got a phone call for a second. Let's see. Where are we at? How crazy would it be if Beerman 3-0's Schoolboy? That would be wild. Man, if Evan wins one match, like especially in the early rounds against Schoolboy, the tsunami of shit talking coming out of Evan's mouth will be insane. It will overcome Schoolboy, and he won't know what to do with it. Like it's it will be horrible if Evan gets any kind of momentum at all in that match. Schoolboy, if I have to give you one tip, just don't let the ball start rolling. You gotta not let Evan get started, because if he gets started, he's gonna look you in your soul and start talking like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be a hard place to come back from. Let's see. Let's see who against Alex. Unchained says me against Alex. Obviously he's proven to be at like a top 4 level, top 3, top 4 level, right? And we don't know where I'm at. Man, it'd be hard to think I'm at that level, but maybe we'll see. Like I've said, you guys, I'm with you guys. We're gonna find out on the 29th. I'm strong as hell right now. We're gonna find out on the 29th. That's all I can say, right? Yeah. Brandon Natale says Chaffee would be a tough pull, man. He's number 3 in the world, in my opinion. Yeah. I agree. I know who Dave Chaffee is. I know fully what I would be trying to sign myself up for. And like I said, this is only if I destroy Tim Breslin. Like we're in different levels, right? Then I'll go for Dave. If that happens, I really want to test myself with Dave. I don't know. If me and Tim are close, like if we go back and forth in rounds, even if I lose, say it's like close though, I take a couple rounds, he takes a couple rounds, and I barely lose, or win, or barely win, then I want to be looking more around like, I would try to get matched. Maybe Todd Zilla if he's still a super heavyweight. Maybe me and Corey. Maybe I try to go for Corey. Maybe I try to go for Wayne Withers. Maybe me and Chance talk. Somewhere around there, maybe Mike Aiello, something like that. If I get absolutely swept, then I'm gonna be looking around 15th rank for super matches and trying to climb up the ladder from there. Let's see. Dave often gets overlooked. He's the baddest dude in terms of power. I agree. In my opinion, Schoolboy is going to be a tough matchup, but competitive. Ooh, says Nick. That highly educated doctor is just plain wrong. Oh, let's see. Riley been taking a break from Discord. Graduated college. I'm about to get my crap together, and then maybe I'll get more active. Come back and bust Michael again. Who do you think a good opponent for Brandon Allen would be next? Ooh, Brandon Allen. I don't know. I mean, are we looking like internationally, or are we looking like local? I still think Brandon, kind of like Larry, just needs more table time, right? Brandon's done 1 tournament and 2 super matches in my memory. So I think he just needs to get out and start doing tournaments and not focusing so much on super matches yet. I know it's hard because he has a name and everybody wants to beat him, but just got to enter those tournaments to start getting those butt whoopings and learning and stuff like that. And Brandon's at a really high level for how long he's been in the sport and stuff. But yeah, I think he just needs to get out there and compete more. So in terms of, or no, man, I think of a lot of guys. I mean, Brandon Allen should pull Alan Hodsey from Orange County. He is Tony Thompson's co-captain on the team. He should pull big Alan. There we go. That's my guess. Gordon's Beer Belly says yes. We need a diss track. Ronan says, what angle are you going to go at 10 from? He's a top roller from outside style. It's not a king's move, but low for sure. I haven't been talking about my specific angles yet because Tim has 8,000 people on his team on YouTube and in Discord and everywhere on the internet. So I haven't been talking about my exact game plan, but I have one. I promise. And it's been signed off and approved by many people whose opinion I value. And I've been going over it meticulously. The plan I'm going to attempt to execute. So hopefully it works out. Brandon Natale says, I'd like to see you pull Brandon Allen. Brandon's my homeboy. And like I said, he's doing amazing. I'm a bit much for Brandon right now, who knows about the future, but right now I'm a bit much for Brandon. Plus my style is not the best for him. But, Brandon, if you're feeling froggy, my boy, if you're feeling froggy, as long as this, doesn't get me kicked off Team Filthy Power, we could do it. Queefer Sutherland says Derek would fold Brandon. Oh, nah. But Brandon's my boy. I love that dude to death. He's new, guys. He's pretty new. Ronan Leash, open top roll versus Derek. Just spank the old man in submission. Gabe Young says, what up, ET? Jesse Hensley, Devon, natural, LOL. We know not. Come on. Brandon says it'd be close. He's just moved his king's move, a tough one to get around in the later rounds. Derek pulled Larry. That'd be awesome. Larry don't want the smoke. Brandon beat Larry. And I feel like I beat Brandon. No, it's styles. Styles make matchups. I don't have a king's move. I don't think. I mean, I tried it one time for jokes like 2 years ago, but I don't have a king's move. Hey, Derek, any plan on coming to India? We'd love to meet you. Dude, I would love to. That'd be so awesome. Just honestly, with the COVID season, traveling sucks right now. So it also, I would need to save up some money and stuff for these big trips and stuff. Unless you guys want to fly me out, let me know. If you guys want to start a fundraiser and fly me out there, but if not, I'd have to save a bunch of money to make a little bit of tour out there. But I would love to, man. That'd be so awesome to go out there and arm wrestle with you guys and explore around a little bit. I would love to. Gabriel Young, what part of Cali are you going to be on Friday, Saturday before you leave? I get to LAX on Friday. You're not pulling with anybody, Mike, before the practice. Let's see. They're talking amongst each other. Have you ever heard Evan talk about Devon's recent lack of motivation to train? Well, he doesn't really need a ton of motivation right now. He says he's not going to really start heavy prepping for like a month, right? So, yeah, I mean, maybe he's chilling. But no, I haven't heard Evan talk about it. Max Power says, hey, Derek, I've got the dreaded vid right now and finally feeling better on day 5, although probably a long way from returning to training. Ooh, take it easy, man. Let's see. Everybody's kind of having their own conversations in the chat. Hey, did you guys check out my my reaction video? So I put one out and I made another one, which I'll release tonight. So I made 2 of them at once, kind of. So I put a little short one out, and I have another one. It's already saved. I'm gonna upload it probably when I get off here. I'll upload it tonight. Yeah, and you guys can watch that. I don't know if you guys like those reaction videos. Okay, you know what? Let's do a poll. That's it. Poll time. Do you like the reaction videos? I'm asking because like I want to know if I should keep doing those or if they're fun for you guys. They're shorter. It's shorter content. It's like I try to keep them around 10 minutes or below ish. So let me know what you guys think about those in the poll, please. Let's see. Although Larry's practice polls with Kirill, ooh, yeah. Yeah, Larry looks really strong against Kirill for sure. Would you rather win 6-0 versus Devon or 4-2 versus Levan? If I win 4-2 versus Levan, odds are I'll 6-0 Devon. If I win 6-0 Devon, it doesn't mean I'll 4-2 Levan. So I would take the 4-2 versus Levan right now. For right now. I'm not talking about Devon when they have their match. I'm talking about right now. You say, if I have that match right now, today, that if I 4-2 Levan, that means I'll 6-0 Devon today. Right? Russell Monroe says, my guy, what up, dude? Mighty Mousy says, is Devon the number one in the world steroids? I don't know how to answer that question. Derek, you should go for Hutchings first. Gives a level above him. Progression, homie. That's what I'm saying. Riley, if I beat Tim, I'd be ranked 4th. And the next person above me would be ranked 3rd, which is Dave Chaffee. I'd be ranked above Todd Hutchings if I beat Tim. And if my goal is to become ranked number 1, like, don't get me wrong, I want to pull everybody. I want to have matches with everybody. And I love doing that. But if in terms of the ranking climbing, you know what I mean? Like, Dave would be the next step. And I feel like, dude, there's gatekeepers right along the way. And I feel like the gatekeeper to becoming like an elite, like you can start looking at Levan and those guys in North America, right? Per the rankings, because Jerry's not around on the rankings, would be Dave, right? If you can beat Dave, then you're in there. You're in the conversation. You're a top 5, top 6 guy. Like you're in there with them. You're in that group, right? And if I destroy Tim, then what's to say I wouldn't be at least considered to maybe look to maybe be in that group? You know what I mean? If I somehow do that. So, and I'm not in no way am I predicting that I'm going to run through Tim and just smash him 6-0. I'm just saying, like, if that happens, that'd be the step I'd be looking at. And I'm trying to say it. I'm saying it out loud and I'm saying it publicly so that way people can hold me to it. Now, it doesn't mean Dave will agree to the match. I'm just saying, like, that'd be the match I would try to pursue. Let's see. Evan's trash talking is amazing. I agree. There's nothing wrong with that. Hi, Derek. What's your top 5 in North America and in the world in order? Top 5 in North America, to me, Devon, Mike, Dave. 1, 2, 3. Jerry. I don't think Tim's beaten Jerry, but Jerry just fell off because of inactivity due to rankings. And then, I mean, I would say Tim or Todd Hutchings, but the last video I saw, which was years ago, Todd Hutchings beat Tim. So I guess Todd Hutchings would be number 5 in my head, but only because he beat Tim. The only video I've ever seen of them pull, Todd Hutchings won. Now maybe it's different now. I don't know, but yeah. So, let's see. Oh, and in the world, Levan, Vitaly, Devon. Yeah, Levan, Vitaly, Devon, Mike. And I really want to see Alex and Dave pull. Alex Gradeccia and Dave. I really want to see that match. So one of them two. Let's see. Derek, who do you think Larry should pull next? Larry, man, I don't know. Man, you guys are asking me these questions I'm going to sit and dwell on for a little bit. Same thing. I think Larry needs to pull tournaments, man. I don't really want to focus on an individual match for him. I think he needs to get more experience in there. He's so strong. Larry's so strong. He just needs more tournament experience. Spencer in there saying Derek has all the angles. It won't matter. Thanks, Spence. Brandon Allen versus Evan Burgoyne? Not yet. Let's see. Derek, you better not hook Tim, says Riley. You don't question my hook. If I wanted to hook him, I'll hook him. Okay. Sorry, I missed it. What is the huge setback? I might have COVID, but we'll find out in a couple hours, right? B. Summy says, is Toddzilla the exception for average size guys who can beat you huge frame monsters? How does a 5'9", 230 guy compete with you monsters? God, man, you guys are asking the deep questions. Okay. So Todd is average size guy. I mean, it's styles make matchups a lot, right? I mean, right now he's not hanging with Dave Chaffee. You know, he lost to Rustam Babayev and stuff like that. People that are dedicated top rollers have trouble with Todd. people that try to evade internal pressure have trouble with Todd because he's learned how to use the straps to drive sideways. It's just styles. I'd put that more of a style thing. He's super strong, but he matches up really well with certain people and really and not super well against other people in my mind. So yeah, I mean, I guess that's the only answer I have for you besides talking an hour about it. Let's see. Dave looks so dominant against Todd in their practice poll. Yeah, I agree. Dennis Smith says, I'm late. What's the setback with? I might have COVID. We'll find out in about an hour or two. Did Derek get injured? What's the title? Sorry, Austin. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch you back up. If down with Tim, how would you do it? If I'd have to throw down, like fight Tim? Man. I wouldn't want to fight Tim. Tim's like a 30-year martial artist and bouncer security guard. I've been a bouncer for like 15 years, but man, he has a lot deeper resume than I do in terms of that. But man, he probably got no cardio. Go to a big open, field or parking lot. I just got to get him moving. I got to get him moving a little bit. You know what I mean? All right, let's check out this. Would you guys like the reaction video? Yeah. Okay. 54 votes. 90% of you guys said you like the reaction videos. All right. Okay, fine. Reaction videos stay. I'll do some more of those. They're pretty easy to make. I just got to sit down and make some. But yeah, like I said, I have that one I'll upload after we get off here. Where were we at? Oh, how much you weighing? Probably like 365, 360. I know I'm well over 350 right now. So, trying to get big and stack on the horsepower. He's feeling a little under the weather. He's concerned. Yeah, there you go. I think Dave beats Mike right now. Devon got around the Kings move, and I think Dave can now too. I think it depends on the mic that shows up. Levan put Alex Rodetcha in the top 5. Yeah, might be. I really just want to see Alex and Dave pull. I mean, that will to me, without a doubt, that'll show. Because Dave has well-rounded pressures. Right? It's not a styles make matchups thing with Dave, unless you have a King's move, I guess. But if you don't have a King's move, you have to, it doesn't matter your styles, hook, top roll, whatever it is, you have to have a base of strength to beat Dave. There's no way you beat Dave Chaffee. I don't give a crap what your style is. There's no way you beat Dave Chaffee unless you have a King's move. Like, asterisk. None of this counts if you have a King's move. There's no way you beat Dave Chaffee unless you are a very, very strong arm wrestler in whatever style you have besides King's move. Right. So yeah, there's just no way. There's no way you can do that without a King's move, unless you're at an insane level of strength. That it doesn't matter your style. So he's like the test to the top, the tippity top. Dave Chaffee is the test to the tippity top in terms of strength, right? Let's see, Derek, how about a match against Matt Mask after 10? Matt's not ranked a super heavyweight. He's a heavyweight. So it wouldn't help my rankings, right? How I match with Matt. I'm not saying I'm looking past Matt at all. I'm just saying in terms of my ranking climb, having a match with Matt Mask wouldn't do anything for me. Let's see. I think Dave be blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. Todd's 5'11", 220. Yeah, 5'9" seemed really short. Todd's, yeah, he's bigger than that. Kardetcha and you would be a great match. Giants with long levers. Well, let's find out because he's proven his level pretty high. I still have to prove mine. So we're going to find out. But yeah, I mean, I still wanted that match with Alex, and I'm not shying away from it. Unchained says, Todd likes to say that he has horrible genetics for arm wrestling, but he's been mostly referring to frame. I think he's been blessed with great genetics for power and thick-ass tendons. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, he gets in some compromising positions for sure. Tat says, which weight class is the hardest to be elite in? I only know super heavyweights, so I've never been in any other weight class. I mean, I'm trying to think. They're all crazy hard to be in. I mean, I think the hardest would have to be overall, not just super heavyweight class, the overall category would be the hardest, right? I mean, because you got guys like Prudnick and everybody trying to climb up there. So how many small guys are at the top of overall weight class? And there's a lot of smaller guys in the world, right? And they're not making it up there, so it must be pretty hard, right? So I would think the hardest in general for general humans would be the overall top. But if you're talking about weight class specifically, I mean, it's still a super heavyweight class because it has an unlimited cap on weight. Yeah. I'm sticking to that. I hope that doesn't come across as disrespect to the smaller guys, like the lighter guys. Not at all. I'm just saying, like, because there's an unlimited. You don't have to stay within 10 pounds. There's an unlimited cap. So you can feel big coming in at 250, then you go against a 400-pound dude. Like, so being competitive all the way up there to the highest weights and to the biggest frames. Like, I think that's pretty hard. But I think there's few super heavyweights too. There's not a lot in tournaments. There's like 7 super heavyweights. So in local tournaments anyway. Derek, top 5 best gym exercises for getting stronger at the table. Man, Pawan, I want to know how to pronounce your name. Pawan. Top 5 gym exercises. Wow, I'm gonna rattle off some without thinking about it too much. We're gonna go with pull-ups. Start there. That's a really well-rounded exercise. Then we're gonna do we'll go cupping. We'll do like some kind of barbell big handle cupping. Then we'll do pronation, like with a martial arts belt. And then we'll do rising, martial arts belt, and then we'll do bicep curls. There we go. Or easy curl, easy bar curls. Easy curl bar curls. There you go. Al says Captain's Crush 3.5. Probably not today. Shout out to Northern Utah Tactical Arms every time. What's up, Scott? Thanks for coming through. Also, see what's the last guy you have beat who has beaten you since you got so big in a tournament? It's been a while. I lost to Reg on fouls a couple years ago, right-handed. I fouled out. So Reg at 175. That was what was that, like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago? Yeah. Besides that, I lost to Mega Mike at a tournament. He was 270. That was, how long ago was that? I don't know. A little while ago. So yeah, there you go. What's the most common career for an arm wrestling top 20 bouncer? I have no idea, man. It's all over the place. People usually work with their hands. Are really strong in arm wrestling. Nick, will there be the best super heavyweight to crack amongst the elites? Maybe middleweight class because of the huge numbers of competition. Yeah, maybe middle. Maybe you think of what the most common weight is, and maybe that'd be the hardest. That makes sense. There you go. I was just trying to think like the weight was kind of throwing me off, But yeah, I guess it'd probably be the class of the most people. So do the average weight and for an arm wrestler. There you go. That weight class. Cell 50 says, I heard something near my elbow / inner forearm. People on my team said it was cartilage, and I heard a snap, but there was no bruising. I can't use side pressure, and it happened on November 14th, and it still hurts. If it's the most standard, what we call popping your elbow in arm wrestling, it's you'll be arm wrestling in some kind of really sideways motion, and in here, somewhere down here, you'll hear like pop, 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 and there'll be some light bruising. I don't know what happens. I don't know the medical like what really happens internally. It's just bro sciencey. That's popping your elbow from arm wrestling. Now, generally, the pain, depending on yourself, how fast you heal, can be up to 5 months. Or I've heard people come back as soon as like 3 months. Generally, it's done happen to me like both arms a couple times. It'll affect my ability to do sinking pressure and drive sideways with my palm up. So whenever I have that, it's a lot of top rolling without a lot of finishing. So I'll take people's hands at practice, and then I'll maybe start leaning a little bit, and then I'll stop. Yeah, okay. Just take their hands, lean, stop. Take their hands, lean, stop until that kind of heals up, and slowly I'll go at it and try to build it back up. But yeah, I don't know what actually happens inside your arm for that injury. Sorry, man, I haven't done enough research on it. But heal up, man. Brandon, not sure if Dave keeps pulling. Not if. Oh, okay, you're talking to somebody else. I got to catch up. We're going to have to go fast. All right. Push card made it look easy. Dave style is to bend your arm back into the pad whether you like it or not. Michael was playing with Corey recently as well as Todd barely beat him, so it's hard to say Dave would beat him based off that video. When are you pulling Chance or Corey? I don't know. Well, we'll see. Derek, any practice pulling videos coming here? I just put a practice video out this past Sunday. I went live at practice. but I wasn't pulling. So if you're talking about practice with me on it, no. The last practice video the weekend before on the Andy and Mario show, mods, please plug the Andy and Mario show into the chat. They have a video out of us practicing, me practicing with the Aussies, with Mario Tambakis, who's number 4 in Australia. They have the video on their site, on their channel. English invite you and Tim to call. Middleweight is the deepest line. I would love to, by the way. Middleweights is the deepest lineup, so follows that's the most competitive. There you go. Kirigali is small, but one of the best. He is. He's amazing. Jesse Hensley says, if Travis came back seriously, where do you think he would be ranked? If he really came back and got all pancaked up, Travis' left hand could compete with anybody. I'd love to see a really, really, really ready Travis with anybody on the earth, left-handed. Way to engineer the best version of himself. Okay, so whoa. I got disconnected for a second there, guys. That's weird. That's never happened before on this connection. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so the okay. On topic of this, I'm gonna hit up Todd, and I'll say this to him too. Todd, this is what I try my best to understand this, and I think about it more than I should. Todd Hutchings is one of the smartest dudes I know. Todd Hutchings has been training for years, right? Todd Hutchings can beat everyone. A lot of people. The thing is, his downside kind of is he always loses his hand, right? Why does Todd still lose his hand? Like, he talks about cupping. He does cupping exercises. He does wrist flexion exercises, but he still loses his hand to like all the time. I don't see Sasha losing his hand all the time. I don't see and so this is what leads me to believe. Like, Todd is so amazing and so smart and been around for so long. It has to be kind of a choice at this point, right? I mean, in terms of like, he's like, okay, well, I focus on it enough where it holds up there, but I'm just surprised that how smart he is and how hard he works at the sport that he still loses his hand. You know what I mean? Maybe is it like a genetic thing? Like, he just can't hold on to the top guys. Is it because his hand's too small and he just is like, meh? Because like, but other guys like Sasha and like Krasny, like their hand doesn't get taken a ton. I don't know. I think about that a lot. I'm like, I don't. It confuses me why Todd loses his hand so much this many years in. And I'm not even saying that in like a crap talking way. I'm not bashing on Todd. That's what but I know he knows this too. So I need to ask him, like, what's going on with the hand and wrist thing? Like, maybe he's just like, it's not that important, compared to everything else. It's just not that important. Maybe he just doesn't prioritize it very high. Maybe that's it. I really wonder about that sometimes. Because like, if he had a rock solid hand and wrist and he was able to cup in more people than he normally does, like, it would only amplify his ability to hook, I think. Unless I'm missing something. I want to ask him about that. Todd, I love you to death. Nick says, hey, Al Smith, you train with grippers. Lawrence Boyer, hey, Derek, where do you work? Bouncer or doorman, I assume? Yeah, I work at a strip club right now. I work inside. I'm not at the door right now. I'm working inside on the floor. Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Who you got between Uncle John and I don't even know anything about that match. I saw the poster about it, but I haven't looked into it at all, to be honest, and I don't know anything about Uncle John's opponent. But obviously, I'm voting for Uncle John, obviously by default. But I'll have a better opinion of that match as time goes on, guys. Why are we at 70 likes with 85 people in here, 48 minutes into you guys? These are weak ass likes. X out the live stream, hit the thumbs up, bring it back up. We got to jump this. This is rookie numbers, guys. We've been around. All right, this channel's been around. These are rookie like numbers. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. White Wolf in the house, another member. You guys see that little icon next to White Wolf's name? See how it's all green, his name? That's because he's a member and he supports the channel, and you get that cool little logo. And I appreciate the support more than anything in the world. I'm also releasing members only little videos, like I did one yesterday, little updates for the members only. If you guys feel like joining up, like a couple weeks ago, I did a video of me and a 100-pound dumbbell and trying to do bicep stuff with it, but it's exclusive just for the members. So if you guys want to join up, you can see the exclusive videos I release for the members. But yeah. So White Wolf says, Derek, who do you have, Brzezinski versus Zoloev, and where do you have John ranked in NA right now? I think Brzezinski wins. And in NA, Probably somewhere around like 7th, 8th. Let's see. I put Todd Hutchings at 5th. I believe John always has something for Todd. Actually, so maybe like 6, maybe around 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, somewhere in there. Lincoln Munger says, "What up, Derek? What up, dude?" Tat says, "How much has the game risen since the 80s? A lot because of the internet and the access to information." Benjamin, what up, man? What up, Orca? Nick says, "To be the best in the world, it is super heavyweight. To just crack amongst the elites, amazing accomplishment. It's going to be a middleweight." There you go. Pawan says, "Derek, thoughts on Ermey versus Devon? Do you think Ermey has any chance against Devon when Devon is completely peaked for a super match?" No. I think Devon beats Ermey. Ermey is a fan, like, super strong dude, young, awesome. You'd have to have more than that to beat Devon. You have to have, and you can't right now. Either you need to be stronger than or smarter than Devon. You need to outthink him. I don't see anybody in the world doing that. Okay, so let's get that out. Like, that's not possible. So other than that, you have to be considerably, not just stronger than Devon, considerably stronger than Devon. Like a gap, like a Denis Saplenkov Devon type gap. If you're just kind of stronger than Devon, that's not enough. You have to be considerably. And I don't think Ermey is considerably stronger than Devon. And I don't think he's well-rounded enough with pressures that Devon couldn't find an answer for it if he was slightly stronger than him anyway. I can't see Devon, especially if he's prepped, I can't see Devon losing that match. Personally. Ermey's amazing, but that's just my opinion of the match. Let's see. Mike is ranked 2 NA. Yeah, Mike is ranked number 2. Devon and the Mike. How's your grandma doing? She's good, man. Thanks for asking. North America, including Canada, Devon would be above Mike. Yeah, Devon's above Mike. Did I say Mike number 1? Yeah, Devon's number 1. Dale Campbell says Devon versus Levan is like a rhino versus a giraffe. Okay. Devon's the giraffe? Okay. You cough so powerful it shuts your internet down. Yeah, that's right. Powerful ass lungs. Back up, COVID. Let's see. Todd should have gone to the strap against Zolov. Yeah, he should have made an adjustment earlier. Tony in the house says, I think his hand is getting stronger now. It appears he's focusing on it. Okay. The way he trains. Todd says it's arm wrestling, not hand wrestling. He hold on to the handle too much. There you go. Roger says, would you ever date a stripper? Roger, with the hard-hitting questions. Roger, I appreciate you coming in here, asking the real stuff that people want to know. You know, would you ever date a stripper? I mean, I'm not. This is what I will say in terms of strippers. They get a bad rep. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some strippers that live up to, whatever stereotypes, but there's a lot of them that don't. And like when I talk to women that aren't strippers and they find out I work there or they reference strippers, it's always like they're subhuman, or like a random girl in the street will be like, oh yeah, if I get broke, I'll just be a stripper. Like the strippers are pretty hot. Like you have to be at a certain level, like just physical looks. You have to be at a certain level to get the job or they won't hire you. I mean, like that's common sense, right? And it's just fun. It's so funny how every girl I'll just be a stripper. Like as if every girl can just walk in off the streets. We have like 7 people apply like a night at the strip club to get a job there. And none of them get hired. It's all night. It's weird how people have this weird view of strippers. Like it's the easiest thing and anybody can do it. And it's that's far from the truth. Far from the truth. But would I date one? I mean, yeah, I guess it depends on the stripper. Wayne Withers, arm wrestling. What up, bud? Can you guys share Wayne Withers' channel here in the chat, please? Oh, you already did, Daniel. Ahead of the game. That's why I pay you the big bucks, Daniel. That's why I pay you the big bucks. Wayne Withers, arm wrestling. Wayne, you are a badass right now, man. You've always been a badass, but you're killing it, bud. You're ranked 8th? Oh, sorry, 9th? 8th. Are you 8th right now off the top of my head? Wayne's top 10, though. I'm 90% sure. I haven't checked the rankings in a while, but I'm 90% sure Wayne is top 10. So that's a top 10 North American super heavyweight right there, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Tom says, does a bouncing gig, or B Sunny says, does a bouncing gig pay well? Yes. There's a reason I'm able to work 3 days a week right now. Tom says, what's up, Derek Smith, the arm wrestling lyricist? Hey, just get known for my rapping skills. Boy. Do you think Levan was sandbagging his most recent training video? No, he just said he was a little bit out of shape. I mean, that happens, you know. I'm not assuming that Levan takes anything, but if he did, then you cycle off, and there's times where you're rested and before you get all your receptors and everything all cleaned up and ready, and then you hop back on, so you can have better effect from all the stuff you're taking. So he's probably just in a lull if that's what he's doing, or maybe he just had an off day. My orca attack's coming for you, Derek. Yeah, right. I'll grab you by the elbow. You ain't orca attacking shit. Why is Matt and Marcio not ranked in supers? Because they're not. No, they're not super heavyweights. They're ranked in the 242s, like underneath 242. Unchained says Ermey seemed very reliant on perfect start to win. Devon will never give him that. Yeah. If you beat Tim, you should go for Kurdecha for sure. Would you put right up there with in the world? No, I still want Dave. I want Dave. If I destroy Tim, keyword destroy. If I destroy Tim, I want Dave. I want to match with Dave. If I can even get it. If I destroy Tim. Yeah. I mean, Wayne, you're in here. Wayne had a super match with Dave Chaffee. And Wayne has a super match with Marcio. Wayne's pulled all these dudes. Wayne, that makes sense though, right? If I have a match with Tim Bresnan, you're in the chat right now. If I have a match with Tim Bresnan who's ranked 4th, and some people think he should be ranked lower than that. Okay. But if somehow I destroy Tim Bresnan, who's in the top 8, who's a top 8 competitor, if that happens somehow, right, I destroy him, then that's not a bad step, right? Going for Dave, trying for Dave. I know you pulled Dave, and Dave's one of the strongest dudes on the planet. But I feel like that's a natural step 4 to 3, right? Because if I beat Tim, then I'd be ranked 4th somehow. So going after Dave, I don't know. I think my prep for Dave, I would get so big and strong that prep would help carry me over to all my other matches. You know what I mean? What do you think about that? In tournament style, Devon isn't in the top 10. 6-round format is his bread and butter. Watch the Coach Ray match at King of the Table. It's likely his only chance to being competitive with Levan. I'd have to think about that, but off the top of my head, you may be correct. You may be correct. I'd have to really chew on that for a little bit. Yeah. Let's see. Michael under the table. Todd should not even be ranked, says Queefer. Michael is 300 pounds right now. Looks really strong. Do you think he beats Devon now? Like they had a match today. Yeah, Mike's prepped for his match with Gennady, and Devon's taking a chill. He's relaxing right now. So today, I think Michael beats Devon today. Yes. White Wolf said he married a stripper. Take that. Todd style sucks, but he's great for the sport, says Brandon. Actually, a new stripper. It's stripper talk now. Leo Lopez says, what setback? Oh, I might have COVID. We'll find out in a couple hours. Which countries do you think have the most untapped potential, says Tat? The Pacific Islanders. So like Hawaiians, the Tongans, the Samoans, the Kiwis. I think that is insane. Like Ryan touches on it every once in a while. You're seeing a few of them showing up, like a few of those guys, like kind of showing up in Ryan Bowen's videos. If that takes off in the islands as a super heavyweight, Jesus, these are just islands full of insanely strong super heavyweights just walking around. And out here in Southern California, I mean, there's Samoans and Tongans and stuff, and I meet them pretty often, and they're all my size. They're all just huge, massive dudes, and their brothers and cousins and stuff are all my size. Even their sisters, and they're all like my size. It's crazy. So if their country gets into it as a super heavyweight, I'm like, dude, that's awesome and scary at the same time. Let's see. I agree with some. Everybody's asking for pictures of White Wolf's stripper wife. Jesus, White Wolf, don't do it. I think if we beat Tim fairly easy, I would try to get a match with Jerry. Jerry's amazing, and Jerry very well maybe should be ranked above Tim. He beat Tim, but he's not. And I'm trying to climb up that ranking ladder right now. And that's the matches I'm looking at. And I'm not looking past Jerry as an arm wrestler. I'm just saying in terms of me trying to climb a ranking ladder, Jerry's not ranked right now. So that's what I'm caring about right now, right? My goal in my whole arm wrestling career is to be ranked number 1 in the world at some point in my life. That's my goal. Okay. Since that's my goal, That's what I'm focusing on, right, for now. And I would love to arm wrestle those guys. Those guys are great human beings. I'm not looking past anybody, and I hate when I come across that or people assume I'm looking past someone or assuming I'm this and that. I was just saying if I and this is all hypothetical. This all assumes that I destroy Tim, which is crazy. But yeah. I mean, maybe, who knows, guys? Who knows what's going to happen? We're going to find out. Ben says equal webbing starts you cheating. That's yeah. My webbing can be start. I can dump and grab you by your wrist. Let's see. Marshall Matt compete in supers though. No, they merged the weight classes in WAL, but in a traditional tournament they wouldn't. Nick, you played very safe talking about PDs. That's okay. Zulua says Rob just finished streaming his practice. Oh, he did? Wait, Rob RVJ? Wait, there's another Rob I'm not thinking of? Rob. RVJ is the only Rob, isn't he? I think so. Okay, cool. Let's see. Oh, Archie's in the house. What's going on, bud? Are you gonna get this weekend off work? Queefers, the tongue is a bad dude. Derek, I think Dave is too much right now. I agree. That's what I'm saying. But this all is dependent on how my match with Tim. Everything depends on how my match with Tim goes, guys. I've been getting hit up at least 1 week, if not more than that, for matches and for hey Derek, in 2 months you want to have a match with this person and that. And I'm like, my response to every single human being that hits me up about plans in terms of me competing is let me see how my Tim match goes, and then we'll see what I want to do after that. Like that's all I care about right now, and it's going to show me my level. I might just dude, say I get crushed. Say Tim is just it's not even close. Then yeah, maybe I just want to take some time and just train and take a few months off, heal on my arm, and then go for the number 18th ranked guy or something. And that's what I'm saying. It all depends on how it goes. My entire future right now depends on this match in terms of my planning. Oh, Zula, there you go. That's it. There you go. What if Tim is a grinder win? There you go. I just answered that. A grinder win, then that would mean I'm somewhere around Tim's level, really close, which would mean I would look for matches around Tim's ranking, right? How do you fight Dave? You can't go inside, can't hook him. You'd have to hope to take rounds 3 to 6. How do you know, Brandon? How do you know I don't just grab Dave Chaffee by the wrist and just look at him and be like, is that it? How do you know that doesn't happen? I don't know that doesn't happen. Maybe I get that strong where I could do it. But I mean, obviously, odds are that doesn't happen, but maybe it does happen. See, Todd Hutchings is a middleweight, but ranked Hutchings, Matt, and Marcio compete in supers just as Todd. Yeah. To be honest, I want to make Devon pin himself like Devon has done to so many, says Thomas Miles. Hell yeah, that would be a goal, man. Bro, I've been home all week with COVID. Oh yeah, it sucks. Derek, you versus Ermey both peaked. I don't know. Ask me after the Tim match. Clay Dog says arm wrestling needs the Island Boys. Oh my god, David. Why would you take a COVID year when you're obviously okay? Take a COVID year? This silliness has to stop. Healthy people standing in lines to get tested is insane. Wait, David, I don't know. Why would you take a COVID year? Oh, maybe you meant to put COVID test. A COVID test when you're obviously okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not obviously okay. Like I said, I got a cough in my lungs, and I felt a little bit weak at the gym last night. So I'm just some light symptoms, and obviously they could escalate. I'd rather get ahead of it and find out if I have COVID or not. That's it. And I say I have a home test being delivered to me. My mother, I talked to her. She's like, "Oh, I have a test here at home. I'll bring it down." So she's gonna bring down that test here in a little bit, and then I'll do it. So yeah. They're literally built different, says Armathy. Derek, where would you have ranked Pushkar into? Oh man, Pushkar, the man. God, I want to arm wrestle like Pushkar. I've always wanted to just be like, "Ugh!" Just like standing up and just easing up or tightening up and just scaring the shit out of the person across from you and just straight high hooking, just straight sideways. That's such an impressive way to arm wrestle, especially if you're doing it to the top guys in the world. Man, that's so impressive. That's so impressive. I don't know. I don't think Pushkar would ever be out of top. I don't think, man, he wouldn't have fell out of top 4 until he was 70. top 3, top 4. So I don't. It'd be hard to envision him beating Levan or anything like that. So maybe somewhere between second and fourth. Let's see. Keyless says, "Hey, what up, Keyless? Welcome to Derek Smith's Stripper Wrestling." Stop ducking, Larry Will says, "Bringer of Rain." Wait, Larry hasn't asked me for a match. Hold on, wait. Did Larry ask me for a match? Nope, no matches from Larry Wheels. Thoughts on RVJ versus Bowen match? RVJ's the favorite. I kind of want Ryan to win that, though. Yeah, cheering for Ryan. RVJ's the favorite. Top 5 arm wrestling clubs in the world. In the world. Man, that Kazakhstan team, the one in that big ass building where they train in Kazakhstan, that looks crazy. We'll go with them number 1. I don't know all the other teams, man. I don't know like all the Russian team, Ukrainian team. Like I don't know the breakdowns, right? I think like 8th would be like a North American. We don't do it anywhere near as serious in North America. Our teams aren't anywhere near as serious as the teams around the world in terms of like they're in the gym together, they're killing it out, they're structuring programming and stuff like that, taking their table time super serious and like intentional and conscious on their table work. And like there's no North American teams doing that I've ever heard of. It's some people take it a little more serious at practice, but the other people practice are all kind of going there to kill each other, and you kind of just do what you do. If you have an agenda or you have something you want to do, then you go to practice and you kind of work on your hook if you want to work on it a little bit, and that's about it. Everything else is on you. So it's not a team effort. That's just an individual effort where guys get together and practice. So yeah, I mean, the teams are around the world, not in North America for the top teams. In North America, the top clubs, oh man. Maybe High Hookers, then you got Team Utah, then you got Badger Drew's team, there's a lot of really good teams. Tony Thompson, Setback. I don't know if you mentioned it yet. Hey, thanks for the super chat, bud. I might have COVID. Maybe. I have a cough coming on, and I've been feeling a little bit weird. I have a test, at-home test being delivered to me soon, Tony. So that's what the potential setback is. But we will find out in the next couple hours if I have COVID. I hope to God I don't. Did you give me COVID the other week? Tony, did you have it? No, you said you were sick. I forget. Did you tell me you had COVID or you were just sick? I can't remember. But maybe when you were sick, you had COVID. Maybe you got me sick standing within 5 feet of me, Tony. Is that your fault? Have you been talking to Spoto lately? No, I have not. I haven't talked to him in a while. $10 super chat. Oh, super chats are coming in. Thank you so much, guys. $10 from the Texas Piranha says, be out in California Friday. Can't wait to get there and have a mini vacation. Then Sunday coming strong and ready for both my matches. Looking forward to meeting you and all those other beasts. You know what, Mike? Because you're coming in real respectful like right now, and not the way you've been coming at me. You're coming at me real respectful right now, and I can appreciate that. Excited to see you too, man. Excited to see you too. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a good time. Is your lady coming with you? Let's see. Sounds like sounds really stupid. I know. How would injecting like synthol in your hand work in arm wrestling, blowing up your thumb or some smithing or something? I don't know if you injected it like right here and here, because this is pretty solid muscle. This is like, I don't know what this is. I think this is a muscle too. I'm not sure. But yeah, I mean, if you got this part, if I was gonna inject synthol anywhere, it would be here. If I was injecting it in my hand, my voice cracked. I'm going through puberty, guys. I'm sorry. I would inject it right here. Probably get that nice and thick so people can't get their hands or their fingers over my hand. Let's see. You and Corey West, what do you think? Corey's my boy. And last time we practiced, Corey was too much for me. I am not afraid of having a match with Corey West, though. When it lines up and it's like a good priority. When it's there and I'm like, okay, it's a logical step for me, right? You think Devon drops to the King's move as soon as the ready go happens against Levan? I don't know. You want to think so, right? You want to think that round one Devon flies into a King's move. I think Levan's been most in his losses he has had in his career. He's been most susceptible to hooking, like deep hooking. I think Devon's probably, if I was Devon, and Devon's smarter than all of us, but I'm in terms of arm wrestling. I'm assuming he's looking at that at Levan's losses, and I mean he made a video of it, right, going over those. Maybe and Devon has an insane. And Devon gets committed with his shoulder, not just a press, but like even a deep inside hook. It's crazy strong. So maybe he goes for that first to try to put some extra wear and tear on Levan's bicep, make his arm start working a little bit before Levan starts crashing into his King's move. So take a little bit of oomph out of Levan before Levan goes into the King's move. Now, I do think it's by default that Devon will King's move at some point, but I don't know if he goes immediately into that. Maybe he tests the waters a little bit first. Who knows? But I'm excited to see Devon versus Levan. Actually, I said to Devon, and I'm bringing up the private messages right now, but I said, let's see, where is it? Okay, I said, so what's I said the quote. So what's going to be special about your prep for Levan compared to other preps? Meaning, like, what's different? What's different about a prep for the number one guy in the world compared to the prep you've done for Michael Todd and things like that? And he put 6 months is a nice amount of time. ... I'll be all in. ... That's for sure. I will just do my best. Perhaps I can be my best ever. And I put, yeah, I said, yeah, I was telling some people that I think this will be the strongest we've ever seen you. Do you think? Or the strongest we might ever see you. You think? He said, I really believe that I can make that happen. So I do think this is the peak Devon. I believe that with his age and stuff like that, that getting to the level he's going to get at for Levan, and assuming, he's going to deflate after that, this might be the strongest Devon ever. This might be his last chance to ever be the strongest Devon ever. You know what I mean? Yeah. So this, you guys, remember this match. This might be the last climb of Devon to the tippy top, and then it's my turn. No, but yeah, I don't know. This might be the strongest we ever see Devon. So I'm excited to see that. He thinks he can. Yeah, really excited to see what goes on with that. Sorry. Sorry, late. What's the setback? Says Devon spinning wheels. I might have COVID. We'll find out in a couple hours. Froze Master 7 says, are you coming down under for the over the top tournament? No, I'm not. I would love to go down there at some point, though, and see how much stronger everybody's gotten. I mean, because so far, let's see, I've practiced with 5 Aussies: Ryan Bowen, Jordan Davis, Lachlan Carpenter, Mario Tambakis, and this guy was years and years and years ago. He came out here, and I'm having a brain fart right now. Oh my gosh, having a brain fart. He was the ref. I believe he was the ref for the Ryan Bowen and Lachlan match. I haven't talked to him in so long. Oh man, I'm having a brain fart. Anyway, he was the other one. Anyway, I've gotten the better of all of them at practices. I've owned all the Aussies at practices. So I need to go out there, see what's what. Come to you guys this time. But they've all been super strong, to be honest. I was just messing with it. It's all practices. But yeah, they're super, super impressive, especially Jordan Davis. Like Jordan Davis is, for how wiry that guy is, he's crazy strong. Yeah. Like to see Brandon Allen versus Eric Spoto. I think Eric Spoto still has that only because they practice partners. They practice together. I think Eric knows how to beat Brandon, I think, but I'd have to ask Brandon about that. Pawan says, Derek, where do you live if anyone wants to meet you? I'm in Southern California. Thoughts on Todd versus Lachlan? I think Todd is the favorite. He has to be. I try. Dang. Day says, I think that's how you say your name. I try to like you, but you make it so hard rooting against everyone I want to win. Just kidding, a little bit. Sorry, man. I don't know. I'm just giving my opinions on the matches. I'm not. Every once in a while, I'm cheering for people, but most of the time, I try to give a pretty unbiased opinion on how I think the match will go, or what are the potential outcomes, like how it can go. Do you think the government will lock Jordan Sill up when he visits Bowen? I don't know. I don't know the current politics in regards to Jordan Sill traveling out there. Keela says Kazakhstan's, yeah, maybe Georgia or Bulgaria. Yeah, Georgia or Bulgaria. Yeah, so many amazing countries out there. I'm not sure. Oh, Tat says top 5 clubs in North America. Oh, okay. Top 5 clubs in North America. Man. I think the High Hookers, they've produced a lot of really good dudes. So we'll start there. And then we'll go. I think Utah, that's Jordan Sill. Right now it's Craig Touye, Bob Brown, Cody Merritt. And then what's his name? The other multiple world champion. I keep forgetting his name. Oh, I'm having a bad day with names, you guys. It's not Alan Bone. It's, dude, I can't think of his name. Multiple WAF Masters champion. Anyway, they have a bunch of badass arm wrestlers. So we'll go them number 2. Number 3, we'll go. I know Marcio Barbosa's team's pretty legit. But then we'll go Badger Drew's team. I like Granite Arms. Granite Arms, that's where RVJ practices. They have a fantastic team of Badgers, an amazing coach. Number 4, we'll say Marcio's team out in New Jersey. And number 5, we'll go with the Armbenders, when they were taking it serious, were super legit with Tom Nelson, Eric Wolfell, Luke Kent. Like, they were super legit. But they haven't really been – they're not all together anymore, I don't think. So, I don't know who's 5th. My team. Woo! Let's get it. Josh Rose says, what's this? Damn, everybody keeps talking about the setback. I might have COVID. Find out in about an hour or so, an hour or two. Derek, how did you get introduced to arm wrestling, and when was it? I got introduced to arm wrestling when I was 25. I'm 30, so 11 years ago. And I was a professional video game player. I flew around the country playing Halo and Call of Duty. And one time I was in Las Vegas at a national championship for video games. And someone said, hey, Derek, you giant dude, you want to arm wrestle this 15-year-old? I was like 20. Yeah, like I said, I was like almost 25. Anyway, so yeah, I go arm wrestle this 15-year-old kid. He's tiny. I knew he was going to know what he was doing, but I thought I could just overpower him. He smokes me twice. Find out his name is Ethan Fritchie. For those of you guys that have been around the sport, you guys might know who he is. He was a professional arm wrestler as well as a professional video game player. So he smoked me, and then I went home and I Googled how to arm wrestle, and then I got really addicted to it, and then I stayed. Tony Thompson says, seems like everyone caught it this time, and I quite possibly could have. Fat Chicks Love You says, live COVID test stream or no balls? Wait, do the test on stream? Well, I have to get the test. Like, it's not here yet. Max Power says, hey, Derek, my wife and 2 daughters took the at-home COVID test, but only one came back positive. A day later, we had PCR tests, and all 4 of us were positive. I'm going to, man, I'm going off what the at-home test says. Like, I don't feel that bad. I mean, we'll see how my symptoms progress or whatever, but I don't feel that bad, and I just want to, this cough is freaking me out a little bit, so I just want to take it. Dude, it's a 3-day wait right now for a test to go into a place and get tested. I called all the local places. It's like a 3-day wait to get tested. It's crazy packed right now. That's why I'm so surprised my mom had one of these, because I also called CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and all of them were sold out of the at-home tests. Like, this is my only hope. I hope I don't mess up this test. Like, I hope I don't do it incorrectly. This is my one chance. Let's see. Brandon says, I'd like to see Ermey's against Kirgali. He gave Kardeka a great match, and I honestly think he beats Ermey's. Kirgali's the only one I've seen crack Levan's hand, although it was for 3 seconds. Kirgali's super impressive. That's the guy from Kazakhstan, you guys. The one, dude, I don't know anybody's blood. It's all assumptions. But I think Kirgali might be natty. I think Kirgali might be the strongest natty puller in the world. So like, we don't know if there's what's in anybody's blood, right? It's all guesswork. We have no idea. But my guess, right, from just outside perspective, would be Kirgali or Krasimir has been saying forever that he's natty, and he might be. He is jacked, though. He is jacked. So I'm just saying, but everybody else claims to be natty too. So don't take this as disrespect, Krasny. I'm just saying from the outside perspective, just looking at people, the one that looks natty is Kirgali at the highest level. And even at top 8, the only one that looks natty is Kirgali. So just based off perception, I think Kirgali is like the strongest natty. And I could be completely wrong. It's just a perception thing, right? I don't want to disrespect Krasimir. He's always been super nice to me. I love him to death. But I'm just saying, like, hopefully he can understand what I'm saying. Like, Kraz, you jacked, bro. It could be natty. It could be natty jacked. I agree, but I don't know. I just Kirigali super impressive to me. Yes, Mike's wife is coming out as well. Cool. In North America, we train in garages and bars. In Eastern Europe, they have huge training facilities devoted to arm wrestling. Yeah. Had the newest Rona variant, went through the whole family, basically a cough, and some of us lost our voice. So either way, you should be golden. Oh, cool. Zulua says, Todd Hutchings said in the interview with Inga Tersey that he wants you to pull Lachlan because you're a 9-foot inside puller, and he wants to see how Lachlan responds. See, I love how Todd classifies me as an inside puller because when Todd came out here, I was doing hardcore hooking when Todd came out here. That's the thing is, when my right arm is healthy, my right arm is versatile in that it top rolls or it hooks. I had an injury. I used to always top roll for like 7 years or 6 years. I used to always top roll purely, and then I hurt my wrist, and I couldn't really top roll. I couldn't rise for a long time. So then I started hooking, and I purely hooked for like 3 years. And then it healed. So I can kind of do both. It depends on the match. So right-handed, I can do both, guys. And I'm obviously built with my length to be solid up top. But I love hooking. I love beating someone in a hook. There's no better feeling than beating someone in a hook than pulling through all their power. Just going right through their big muscles, like, and looking at them, being like, "What? What else are you gonna do?" So yeah. But a top one, you know what I'm saying? Like right-handed, I'm pretty versatile. Left-handed, not so much right now. Pretty much just outside. Just an outside puller left-handed. Omicron isn't as serious as previous variants in terms of fatality rate over total causes, but the flip side is too many cases for this wave. Derek versus Lachlan, I think that'll be a good power match, says Tony. Lachlan also said he doesn't want to arm wrestle any big dudes right now. He's trying to stay around his weight. If you guys at work have purchased rapid test kits at CVS, package include 2 tests and it's $25. Results come back in 10 minutes. I think that's what I'm about to take right now. Levan says all in equals more steroids. Thomas Miles, do you realize you have a chance to be the best in the world, or does that just seem like a dream to you? Thomas, have you not been around? I'm a big believer in saying my goals out loud. I have since I started the sport. I will be number one in the world. And I'm not saying that like I hope or I think or like maybe. I'm saying like I will be number one in the world. It's just a question of how long it's going to take me to get there. Barring death or injury that keeps me from being able to arm wrestle, I will be number one in the world. So yeah. I don't know. Hopefully that's clear enough. Hopefully that's clear enough for you, Thomas. Devin Spinning Wheel says rapid isn't as effective. I don't want to talk about COVID a bunch more. This last climb, that's kind of his last climb. That's kind of sad, not gonna lie. No, but just climb to top in the world. I mean, you see how big these guys are getting. You see Alex coming up. You see Levan. You see how big I'm gonna get. Like these are the guys that, and Devin is a smaller frame guy with a high metabolism. Like it's hard for him to be that gigantic. So I just don't think he's gonna keep doing it a bunch. John put Devin on defense, so I can't see how Levan won't. It's different pressures. They arm wrestle differently, and Devin will be a different Devin going against Levan than he was against John, for sure. Yeah. You guys, I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, there are pressures that John Brzenk possesses in his hand that are as strong as Levan's. Now, there's a bunch of other pressures where Levan's stronger, completely way stronger than John Brzenk. But I guarantee you, John's ability to pronate and pull backwards and cupping in his palm is not insanely far off of Levan. I promise it's not insanely far, if far at all. I honestly, in his pronation, I believe John Brzenk probably has as much, if not. It's hard to say he has more than Levan. I guess it is hard to say that, but it's close. I'll tell you guys, unless you felt it, yeah, it's crazy. It feels hydraulic. Levan will put him straight to the pin pad. Denver Spoto in training similar to Devin and Levan. No. They're completely different styles of arm wrestlers. Robert Baxter. Aaron Castillo says Robert Baxter. Thank you, Aaron. That's who I was thinking of on Team Utah. Robert Baxter. Thank you so much. Yes, Robert Baxter's on there as well, and he's an amazing arm wrestler. Brandon says, I know Todd wants to win without the Kings move, but do you think he has a chance against Gennady without it? I don't know. We'll see. I'm excited to see Todd try something like that. Taylor says, Lenny Lockhart's team, where's he at? He used to be in Vegas. I don't know where Lenny's at anymore. Are you going to make an appearance at King of the Table anytime this year? I'm in contact always with Adam Silver, the Larry's manager. We talk a lot. We're friends. And I'm sure if and when they are thinking about having me, they will reach out to me. They have my number, both Larry and him, and we talk. So I'm just going to keep worrying about me in local level and just trying to keep upping my level. That's all I'm going to worry about. And the matches and the offers will come. Which one of your losses have taught you the most? Ooh. I don't know. Which one of my losses taught me the most? I've taken so many L's. Honestly, I took a lot from probably in 2015 when I went to Worlds. I went to Malaysia and I competed at Worlds in 2015. I knew I was nowhere near the level to win Worlds. I knew that. But I wanted to go see what the level was. I was trapped in Southern California, and I was just always going to local events and always seeing the same dudes and losing to the same guys and beating the same guys. And it was just like a cycle. And the same guys were, and I was just like, I don't know. I was having a rough time passing those guys up in this never-ending small fish tank with the same guys. And I was just like, dude, I'm sober. And they're talking shit. And it's just like being in high school, and I just couldn't get away from it. It was just horrible. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go fly away. And I'm going to go test myself on a world level and be where I'm at. So I qualified barely at Nationals, and I went to Worlds. Got my ass kicked, went 0-2 right-handed, got 11th left-handed. That tournament, those losses, showed me a lot in terms of how serious other people take the sport, what the level is outside of the United States, and it gave me a lot of perspective, which once I came home kind of showed me like local events don't mean anything to me. In terms of, remember, everything I do is assuming I'm climbing to number one in the world. So these local things don't mean anything to me in terms of that climb, unless a guy who's ranked high is there and I'm trying to beat him. So yeah, I stopped focusing on those. I stopped attending so many of them. I just put my head down and started training more. And so that was the first time my eyes really opened to the international level and what's important and how serious people take it and how serious I was not taking it and how serious other guys around me were not taking it. And I'm over here fighting with these dudes. You know what I mean? Like, we're over here having one-handed boxing matches and other guys around the world are doing mixed martial arts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I come home and I'm like, I don't want to do one-handed boxing matches anymore. I want to trade for the mixed martial arts. You know what I mean? It's like that, right? And so I was just like, I'm good on the one-handed boxing matches, guys, a little bit. In terms of how serious everybody was taking it and their goals and stuff on a local level. So I started obsessing with that and trying to get ready for that. And so I think that was one of the biggest changes that happened for me. Okay, guys, it's 6 o'clock. Let me finish up this the chat real quick. Did you know Nick Merckx was getting into pro arm wrestling when he was younger? Nick Merckx was really close friends with Ethan Fritchie, who beat me, and they were on the same Gears of War team. They were on the same video game team. And so that's how Nick got into arm wrestling. Nick would go hang out with Ethan Fritchie at his house and train with him and compete for fun with Ethan, but Nick never on his own was getting into arm wrestling. I went to 4 places and couldn't get tested. Take a test at CVS Pharmacy, drive-through. I called and they weren't answering to schedule any appointments right now. On Chesky is known as Natty. He's a beast. Johnny Dang, what's up, bud? Practice is gonna be down in Long Beach. Message me if you want the flyer for where practice is at on Sunday. It's not at my grandma's. It's gonna be down in Long Beach. It's gonna be a big practice. Every Russian or Eastern European considers 1,000 milligrams of testosterone a week as natural, says Lawrence. That's not true. Marcus L says Jack guys can be natty. I got up to 260 drug free. Yeah, no, I know. I just said from the outside, right? And that's what I'm saying, because so many people are on it, right? I'll just assume that, the big guys at the top of the sport are on it. I'm just going to assume that a little bit. So based off assumptions and perception, like just looking without hearing anything, which could be completely wrong. I think Kiergali's in my opinion, maybe Kiergali's blasting steroids and maybe everybody else is super natty. I have no idea. I could be completely wrong. I just have this thing in my head that always tells me man, I think Kiergali's natural. I don't know. Argabai versus RVJ for the Natty title. Woo! Dan barely cut the live stream. Hey, Derek, what's up, Huz? Shoulders looking good. You just got a pump. Looking big, man. No, I haven't been to the gym yet today. I was going to go after I get my COVID test done. If it comes back negative, I'll be going to the gym. And what's tonight? Yesterday was biceps. Today's pushing chest. Today's chest. Chest and cupping. Argabai isn't Natty, says someone. What was that? Okay, have you seen that video of Nick Merckx? Yeah, we just talked about that. Got 6 minutes. My left wrist can't rise at all. Locks it straight. Just built that way. It's arm wrestling geek. I feel most comfortable on the table when I catch an initial hit with my bicep and then try to top row out of the back pressure. Do you think catching with the bicep is more detrimental? I think it's a hard sell. I think you can do it for a while until you can't do it, and then you're kind of screwed baking on that all the time. Always trust your hand, and wrist, meaning cupping, pronation, rising. Trust those more than your bicep. I think there's a mild bronchitis going around. Get some cough and bronchial syrup. Says Jeremy James, who's a new member. Hell yeah! Thank you for the advice. Let's see. Do you think why Sam Harris seems to have disappeared from arm wrestlings lately? His matches against Hale were great. I don't know. I haven't heard anything from him. I have no idea what he's doing. Actually, I think I have him on Facebook. I think I saw he's making money. I see pictures of him in suits and stuff. Am I tripping, or is there like a 5-minute delay on the stream? No, I'm just way behind on the chat because I'm trying to keep up with you guys. Currently on PEDs, totally understand if you don't answer. I've said 1,000 times, 1,000 times, that in order to reach the top level, I will do whatever I have to do. Selfit50 says, I think the fact that he's legit replies to every single comment, he's a tiny bit behind the chat. Yeah, I'm sorry. Cal in the house. Yo, what up, Caleb? It would be tremendous if you were the one that ended Levan's domination. Hell yeah, let's do it. Lenny is in Denver. Okay. Lenny, that's awesome. I want to see you versus Kadecha in the future. How long do you think it will take to reach that level? I don't know. Ask me after the Tim match. Shill, your match with Bresnan Moore. When was it again? The 29th. Do you have an opponent in mind in case you take an L? Depends on how I take the L. If it's a close match and I take an L, it'll be a different opponent. If it's a sweep, he destroys me, it'll be a different opponent. You can't get to the top of a ladder if you don't try to climb it. Tim next, then Dave. Thank you, X Monster. I appreciate that. No, it's closer to Long Beach, Mike. It's technically in. I forget you have it. It's technically in a city called. My God, I can't think of it right now. But just look at the flyer. But it's close to Long Beach. So postpone the match if you feel weak due to COVID. Take care and then get well soon. Can't postpone it, but it's not till the 29th. So even if I had full blown worst COVID ever, I should be all done and everything by the time my match comes around. David M, who do you want to travel? Who would you want to pull next out of Marcio, Wayne Withers, Matt Mask, or Aiello? Well, it'd be between Wayne Withers and Aiello because Marcio and Matt Mask aren't super heavyweights. So for sure between Wayne and Mike Aiello. I've always had a giant crush on Mike Aiello. Those of you guys that follow my channel know I've been wanting to match with Mike for a long time. So probably Mike between those two. But it depends too. It depends on how this match goes with Tim. Lorenzo in the house. Derek, it's only a 5-day quarantine. Getting Omicron right now might not be a bad thing. It's super mild and you'll still be able to train. Yeah, I just don't know if I'll be able to go to a public gym and train. You know what I mean? What do you enjoy most about arm wrestling? I love the actual act of arm wrestling. I'm obsessed with it still. I love having counters and finding weaknesses. Like I love actually arm wrestling. It's like my favorite thing in the world. Matt the Mangler. Can you beat Devin Larrett? Not right now. David M says Marcio hammers Aiello though, doesn't he? Yeah, I'm not. Remember rankings, guys. All I care about right now is rankings and climbing the ranking. And Marcio isn't on a super heavyweight ranking. I'm not saying Marcio isn't at the level of super heavyweights. Obviously, he is. He's a monster. But beating Marcio wouldn't help me in terms of my ranking at all. Not until he's ranked super heavyweight. So, and that's what I care about right now. Is I'm too old to be just trying to go for any random matches. You know, I'm 36. Just turned 36. So if I try to just have matches with everybody I respect and do all this, months of prep for that person, and I might, it'll take away from my main goal, which has always been to be ranked number 1. I want to go for that. And then at some point, maybe I'll have fun matches with everybody else. But I want that. And I don't have a ton of time. I want that. Right? So that's what I'm going for. Bro says, Peter said, bro, you're old. Right? That's what I say. But I look young. Woo! Anyway. All right, guys. 6:08. Uncle John's on, I'm sure. We're down to 90 people. I'm old, you guys. Yeah. I'm old. mold. I've been relatively injury free, and I stay indoors. I always work at night, so I stay looking young. Okay, guys. So as always, I want to plug moderators. Please get busy with this. natfitnation.com, code AWDerek. filthypowerindustries.com, code AWDerek15. Please plug those in the chat right now, guys. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me. As always, I am undeserving of your attention and all this stuff. If you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, that's weird. It's weird that you're hanging out here and listening to me talk for all this time and you're not subscribed to the channel. That's awkward. Subscribe. Come on in. Come on in inside the house and hang out with us, man. You don't gotta, And if you really want to come inside and hang out with us, maybe go up to the bedroom. You can hit that join button and come really hang out. But either way, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. So, guys, we're going to Uncle John's stream. I'll be over there. I always go over there and hang out for a few minutes. So if you guys want to bombard Uncle John's stream, I will be in the chat room. Once again, thank you so much for everything, guys. Have yourself a blessed day. And I'll let you know about the COVID thing. I'll post it right away. So you guys have a good day. See you later.